What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast. My name is Braden Carlson.
My name is Taylor.
My name is Shane, or as you might know me, Postart.
我的名字是马修。I'm Matthew.
Okay.
No way.
I said another episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast because that's just what I do at the intro, but this isn't just another episode. This is the very last episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast ever in 2025. So, we got to talk about what a year we had, gentlemen. And we got some input from all the nice folks over on Patreon and the people in the Rocket Vlogs Discord. So we're going to talk about some of that too. All right. Crinkling and eating.
Tis the season.
Unbelievable. Okay, episode 121 is what this is, for what it's worth. And Taylor has not figured out how to mute his mic, and Matt is barely learning how to talk into his. So we're really killing it out here. Anyway, so while before we get into this, I had a little bit of podcast trivia for you guys. Oh wait, actually, before we get into that, you know how like Spotify and YouTube, they do like the year in review thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Riverside decided that they wanted in on the action.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh, this could be kind of fun. Let's see what they got for us. And I was like, maybe it'll highlight some like banger moments and stuff. So, for those just listening, you're not missing much from a visual aspect. What's really important here is the sound. So, without further ado, the complete collection of all the things that Riverside thought were worth highlighting for the Anti-Gravity Group podcast in 2025.
Wow, that's good.
So, yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. Thanks, Riverside.
That totally makes sense.
I was so excited, and then I don't know if I've ever been more let down in my life.
I know, it's pretty hilarious though.
This is a bunch of clips of us laughing, saying Aerotech 40 times, and then highlighting all the times we say So
Isn't that basically the podcast in a nutshell though?
I guess you're right. That is sort of does touch all the bases.
And that's what people are tuning in for.
I have some trivia questions for you guys because this is episode 121 of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast, the final episode for 2025. And I was digging through some episode stuff and wanted to see if you guys are lost in the memory of how long things have been and what episodes are what. So I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm going to have each of you guys answer. What episode number did Wildman Tim Lair join us to announce that he had purchased Composite Warehouse? What episode number was that?
13?
69.
17.
19.
Dang, I was 50.
All right.
Right there.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Who was the very first guest we ever had on the Anti-Gravity Group podcast?
Amy.
Bonus points if you get the episode right.
3.
I don't even
10?
think you were in episode 3, Matt.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Is
9?
Amy everyone's final answer in that
Amy.
case?
Yeah, it's definitely
9.
Amy, yeah.
All right. It was Amy Howell, episode 15.
Oh.
Okay. 85% of our listeners are based in the United States, which is actually a little bit lower percentage than I would have guessed, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cool.
But unsurprising that the U.S. is in the lead, right? What country is in second place for most listeners?
Australia.
Canada.
Oh, that's a good guess.
I'll just round it out and say that the UK. I don't really know.
It is Canada. Nice work, Postart.
Yeah, wow.
Thank you.
Good guess. Okay. One more here. What city has the most podcast downloads for the Anti-Gravity Group podcast? And I've made this one multiple choice. We have A, Bentonville, Arkansas. B, Silver Spring, Maryland. C, Los Angeles, California. And D, Arlington, Massachusetts.
I'm saying C.
Matt thinks LA.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
Bentonville, Arkansas.
That would be crazy.
I'll go Maryland.
What was there? Was there a California one?
LA, yeah.
Oh,
Number C.
Number C.
is a download the same as a listen?
Yeah. So it's how many streams on like platforms that don't require you to download it, like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But some you still have to like download them.
Huh.
And this doesn't include YouTube stats. This is just from the podcast platform.
I want to say LA, but I'm going to go with the Massachusetts one.
Boo.
The correct answer by a monumental amount is Silver Spring, Maryland. For 2025, B, Maryland, Silver Spring had 1,883 podcast downloads.
That's
I guess that
Whoa.
makes sense.
LA was in second place with 807. Bentonville is fourth with 684. And Arlington, Mass is seventh with 418.
Wild.
So, anyway,
That-
interesting stats. So shout out to whoever is in Silver Spring, Maryland. Where's that even at? Now I gotta know. Is it just like MDRA people?
That's what I would think.
Yeah, it's
Guys.
like it's right there, kind of like Baltimore. Well, it's kind of like more towards Washington D.C., but right outside of there. So,
Guys,
shout out! Thanks everybody for listening.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut out now. But I will pay you all a visit later. I will do my own thing and I'll add to it at some point. Big
What
life
does
stuff.
that even mean?
I don't know. I'll figure out a way to make it up, but I got to go right now. So I will see you guys in the next one.
No, you won't. Well, I guess the next one you will be.
Something like that. All right. Bye.
See you, Macho Matt. Well, he
Unbelievable.
was on time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that means we'll be judging whether Matt did his resolutions, I guess. So, let us know where you're from, where you're listening from. Let's move on. How about that?
Let us know if we should kick Matt off of the podcast.
Yeah, no, it's only the giant episode right at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
No problem.
Not an important one that you should be here
All right,
for.
well-
But anyway, moving on.
I guess we'll just move on. So let's talk about the things I set up for Patreon and the Discord for people to tell us their favorite launch this year, the coolest flight they saw this year, and whether or not they met their resolutions from last year. That way, or for this year, I mean, that way we don't have to be alone in our sadness and having not done any of them. And what their favorite AGG podcast moment of 2025 was. So who wants to go first? Tell me your favorite launch.
I'll go. Took me a while to think of it, but it was an interesting year of launches. So I feel like I normally wouldn't have maybe picked this, but NSL West, I think, was my favorite. It's always fun being out there. This is our second time there, and had a lot of really good flights. And I don't know, it's just good vibes, good weather.
It was all, and it must be the elevation, but motors sound insane there in the morning. Like you can even hear it on video. If you go watch, I've been posting a bunch of videos and stuff on Facebook, and Alex Verga's K700. It's like a deeper roar than the rest of the clips. I'm like, I don't really understand why that's happening, but I remember
dry, crisp air.
Yeah, because Eric flew an M1939 like first thing in the morning on the first day. Remember, and I was like, oh my god, that was crazy. So yeah, Alamosa's sick. Postart, what's your favorite launch this year?
I went with Midwest Power.
All right. Any particular reason? I mean,
No,
it's Midwest Power, so
yeah, it's always fun to see people, and it's just a good launch. Hang out with everyone at Tim's in the banquet.
I rounded it out here as well, but I had NSL as an option, and I put hard decide. But LDRS was sick this year too. There was a lot of cool flights, and Matt got to come to LDRS, so it was a good time. The hotel build, exploring sunny Fueno, California, and only having to drive 3 hours, Shane, to get to LDRS.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
It was cool.
All right. Next thing on the list is the coolest rocket flights we saw this year. Should we keep the circle going? Taylor, you tell us what it is.
I thought you said favorite individual flight.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
I went with for all three.
I went with the big DC twins at Airfest on the M4500 and two L2500s.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore. The flame was insane.
I thought about it for a while, and it's just that was like, I was trying to think of a launch where I had kind of a visceral reaction, and that was definitely up there. So that's what I went with. Just a nice big rocket with crazy acceleration.
Yeah, hit hard. Postart?
I've got the big black Brant that flew on a Sparky at night at LDRS. That was sick.
That was sick. The bright Brant.
Yeah.
I was going to put that one too, but I had a suspicion that someone would also put that. So I went with Julian's N5800 because I did get to see it in person, and it was insane. So shout out Julian Donat. You can go listen to his podcast episode right here on the Anti-Gravity Group podcast talking about that rocket that he built. All right, gentlemen, now it's time to pay the piper. And then we'll read some, or should we wait on the resolutions and read some of the Patreon stuff now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
All right. Put off our misery. At least now that Matt's not here, we can bully him behind his back about his resolutions.
One of our favorite things to do.
Yeah. It's fun to bully him in person, but it's way more fun when he can't talk back, you know?
Yeah.
Makes it so much easier. I gotta scroll way down here because I put it in pretty deep. Here it is. All right, this is from the Rocket Vlogs Patreon. So let's read a couple of these. John Rogers says, Distant Thunder was my favorite launch because it was my birthday and the hybrids were cool. The coolest flights were the hybrids. Dang. All right, well, there you go.
They were pretty sick.
I didn't get to experience. Wait, what were they?
Yeah.
Hypertech K240s, I think.
That's pretty cool. Rocket Flyer 1299 says his favorite launch was NSL in Alamosa. There you go. A little biased, but the coolest rocket I saw was the K2050 with air starts of one H143 and later two I-180s. Only one of the two H143s lit, which I believe was his rocket. But that was pretty cool. I can't remember what that thing was called, but I got a good video of it. Kevin Osler says his favorite launch this year was NCR's Colorado Oktoberfest. And 2, 3 would have to be his level 3 flight. So I'm not really understanding what this comment is. We'll just get back into that later. Oh my god, it's so far down. Liam says his favorite launch this year was Sod Blaster, and the coolest flight he saw this year had to be the big fat boy Sod Blaster on a Purple M motor. What? That sounds sick.
Wait, was that the 12-inch one that was also at LDRS?
Probably.
It was pretty sick at LDRS as well.
Yeah.
Love a good big fat boy. Peter Waith says favorite launch was Earth back in June, and the coolest flights were Joshua Drummond's Jupiter 4 on an Emmett Earth, as well as his Big Nuke 3E on a K805. Ernesto says his favorite launch was Airfest 31. My adult son joined me, and it was fun seeing him engage with the hobby. Also great to be there with my club Thor from Nebraska. 2 best rocket flights, the first being his level 3 flight. After so much work, that Extreme Wildman flew straighter than any flight I've ever done. The second was watching my son fly his level 1, because he could not stand having a membership card that said he was 0. That's relatable,
I respect
dude. I hated that. It's insulting to look at. Dude, it's bold to call Airfest this year your favorite launch.
Honestly.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Not a fan.
Chris Phillips says Mile High Mayhem in Northern Colorado Rocketry was his favorite launch and is super biased, but his 5-inch Punisher on an M6000. That was sick.
Yeah.
NSL West was the only big launch I made this year, so it's my favorite, especially since my rocket made your video, says Spirit. Have to say thanks for that. You got it. And Colin Brum says Airfest was the only big launch I went to, so it was, of course, the best. There were a lot of cool things going on, but my favorites were either the dark matter Kato that showered sparks everywhere, or that 5-stage that failed, so all 5 stages separated at once a couple 100 feet off the ground. Yeah, sorry, Fred.
Yeah.
I like it better when it works, personally, but it is kind of fascinating to watch like 35 ejection charges just suddenly start doing their thing. Okay. The finale from Discord. What? Pat Touch says Airfest was probably my favorite launch. It was my first time attending this year, and seeing the 24,999 fly there was high up on the list of favorite launches. Yeah, that was a good one. Neutronium 95 says best moment of 2025 for me was this, and it's the picture of his minimum diameter Angry Listerine M1800, and based on the view count from the video I posted on Facebook, that's now one of my favorite flights from this year as well. Rafe says my best moment would be getting my level 2. Paul Welch says favorite launch this year was the Thor Heartland Organization of Rocketry November launch that was on his 42nd birthday. Got his level 1. The coolest flight he saw was an L1000 in a Mach 2. Went with the owner to retrieve after failed deploy and found all the pieces. Now I have a winter project. Hey, there you go. That used to be me, dude, trying to take people's broken stuff and fix it. Favorite launch was Airfest. Rainfest was an epic social occasion with a few hours crammed with flights, including that 80s bank. Yep, that's true. Favorite flight, J Danger Holcomb 24,999 in the aforementioned 80s bank. Makes sense. Grayson Spittle, what was your favorite launch this year? Meraki 2, of course. Yep, he's in New Zealand. That's fair. And the coolest rocket you saw fly this year? You guys care to guess?
Meraki 2.
That's yes. Wow. Very insightful, Postart.
Thank you. Real shot in the dark.
Right. Enough screwing around. Should we keep the round table going? You starting, Taylor? What was your first resolution? And we can go through them list style.
From this year, correct?
Yes.
Build and fly a 7.5-inch Nike Smoke.
Oh, tough. Yeah. Yeah, that build and fly will get you every time.
You built a 10-inch one.
I didn't do either. I went straight to 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, that didn't go very well.
Well, I'm sorry to have to do this, but
I deserve it.
Postart, will he get the booze?
I had fly a minimum diameter rocket and didn't do that.
This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what? I get to start out on a good foot here. My resolution. This was where being vague came in real nice. I didn't say that I wanted to build and fly specifically my N1560 rocket. I said, set a new personal altitude record again. And shout out Eric Beavers. I did, because the rocket that I built, even though all I did was show up and put it in the tower, went 49,900 feet. So, boom, new record again. So,
Well done.
yeah. All right, Taylor, round 2. What do you got?
Max out the waiver in Argonia.
Oh. How close did you get?
I have some stuff ordered that could get me there. But yeah, it's not looking good.
Was this supposed to be your L Impulse 2 stage?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Postart.
Fly a 2-stage rocket.
Oh,
It's tough, but deserved.
Okay. I'm coming out on top once again, folks. I put fly. This is arguable, I suppose. Fly way more rockets this year in 2025. And I did. I destroyed my 3-inch Punisher in my Millennium case. I destroyed the 2-stage sustainer with a trailer. I built my Beaumark and I destroyed that. I launched a signature kit with Wildman, the 2.6-inch Punisher, flew that and destroyed it. I built an Estes Kato, and that one was actually supposed to be destroyed, so that worked out great for me. 5-inch Punisher LDRS and L952, the Nightwalk at J145, K55 or 555 skid mark at NSL, drag race with trailer. Flew my mini mag twice at Airfest, Nike Smoke and Midwest Power, the Bobs, which I don't really think I can count still, but I'm counting it for altitude. But I really didn't fly it. And I built a skinny mag and flew that. So I think I definitely flew way more rockets than I did last year. It just seems, I feel like the way I presented it was like, I'm going to be flying a rocket every weekend, dude.
I mean, you kind of started out the year by destroying a rocket every weekend.
Yeah, which was really
and then
fun
had to pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, it was getting expensive. So I'm going to give myself this one. Because it's like,
yeah, we're a little unsure about it, but we'll give it to you.
Right. All right, Taylor, round 3.
I was surprised when I went through the video or the podcast and heard this one. Fly the big Sumo on a 5-motor cluster, and let me tell you, I did it twice. So finally, some follow through.
Yeah, there it is.
In fact, I semi-ruined the rocket the first time with the gnarliest zipper and then fixed it and flew it again. So give it up for me.
Yeah. Oh, round of applause. All right. What do you got, Postart?
I worded this one weird when I said it, but I said fly more rockets, so fly more than 3. Because apparently I only flew 3 last year. This year, turns out I flew 4.
Does that count the Nike Smoke?
All right.
No. Prometheus, 3-inch Punisher, 5-inch Punisher, and Fat Boy.
There you go.
Well,
So
I feel like if you count the Nike Smoke too, you're for sure in there.
Yeah. It's a win.
All right, I tripped myself up with the wording here once again. I put fly a bunch of AMW stuff.
Ooh.
I flew 2? Or was it... No, the K555 and the Nike Smoke was last year. Yeah, I know. I deserve it. Well,
So you flew 1.
I even put... Yeah, I flew 1 AMW motor. Really killed it. And I even put myself a little quote here to remind myself. I said in the resolutions episode, my ultimate teenage dream to have a fleet of big high power motors.
What's funny is I flew more AMW motors than you, and you have like 30 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Because I don't have anywhere to fly them. That's not true. It's just because I didn't fly them. Anyway, Taylor, you're up.
I think I only had 3, or at least I could only find
that's
3.
Smart. Aim low, yeah. So you were at 33% success then?
Yeah, I believe that's how that works out.
All right on.
Not for sure, but that sounds good.
You said one. You said one later on that you kind of made up on the spot.
Do you recall what it was?
Yeah, it was to finish the Hercules.
Of course. Yeah, well, we have to throw that
way
in, right?
bigger boo.
But surprise, I've been working on it.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way.
This is the 1 week a year he's going to touch it.
That's right.
That's crazy. All right. Well, we'll give you one of these.
In 5 years, we might have it. You know,
just maybe.
Just work on it 5 days a year for 10 years.
All right, Postart. What do you got?
I had post more YouTube videos, which would have required me to post 6. And I believe I posted 2. So,
dude, we are killing it out here.
Unfortunate.
Man, you were close though.
Yeah, I was right there.
Just barely missed it.
Yeah.
Dude,
maybe next year.
For a little contrast, I was just showing Shane my file of all the shorts that I've edited this year. And in the past 4 months, I have edited and uploaded 330 YouTube shorts and Instagram, Facebook Reels. So, if you guys don't want to get on the Alpha Chad grind set, I suggest you hire an editor.
If we count shorts, then I posted 3 videos this year.
Yeah, and who edited that one?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was me, spoiler alert. Now, back to the task at hand. My next resolution was learn to do vacuum bagging stuff for composites.
Killing it.
We're awful.
I even opted to, instead of doing that, back off the idea of doing it at all on the rocket that I wanted to learn it for. So, nailed it. Shane, did you have more resolutions?
I had one more, and that was to fly an EX motor, which I did not do.
Well, I mean, you did fly one, you just didn't make it.
Oh, yeah, you flew David's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, did you count that
Oh, that
your
counts.
flight log?
No. Oh, dude. Okay. I forgot about that.
I'm telling David, dude, that's rude.
Yeah, I specified when I said it. I didn't have to make it. I just wanted to fly an EX motor. Okay. Never mind. Thank you.
Okay. I have 2 more. And this one was pretty funny to watch because the confidence with which I delivered. It's saying not build, but fly my 8-inch Punisher. That's on me. That's still in a pile of parts.
Yeah.
And my final one was to post more frequently on Patreon and focus on videos being more long-term, like covering projects end to end, which I'm giving myself that one. That's patreon.com/rocketvlogs, folks. You want to see some cool stuff getting worked on. Taylor and Shane.
Yes, Braden.
What's up?
This episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Wildman Rocketry. What's your favorite thing you've ever bought from Wildman?
3-inch Punisher.
3-inch Punisher.
Ooh, not the 5-inch Punisher. That's pretty crazy. Well, the good news is you can have pretty much any size Punisher you want from Wildman, or pretty much anything else. 2004, Taylor. That's how long they've been providing us with fantabulous rocket options.
I've been there since day one.
A true OG. You guys know what Wildman Rocketry is about. They got motors, they got kits, they got hardware, they got epoxy adhesives, parachutes, recon, recovery, aeropack, whatever you need, you can find it at Wildman Rocketry. Go support our friends at wildmanrocketry.com and tell them the AGG sent you. Okay, should we review Matt's? That'll be fun for us.
Do you
Yeah.
have them?
I do, because I figured that he was going to not do it.
Wait, what were all of our percentages?
Okay, let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and I did 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
50%.
50%.
Whoa.
Okay, I was 2 for 5.
The old 40.
Yeah. What were you?
Well, we both beat Taylor.
1 for 4?
25%.
Well, the Hercules doesn't really count.
You added it at the end.
Yeah, but like we all knew that I wasn't being particularly serious.
Okay, well, let's not argue about who did worse, because there's one more contender. So we can judge whether or not he...
Matt actually did one of his things. I know for sure, though.
No, he actually did not, because he got too specific. I assume you're talking about his level 3.
No.
Which he said, get my level 3 at Cloudburst.
Oh.
So, Matt,
Eels.
Unfortunate.
specificity is going to bring you down, my friend.
He was, what, 5 months late?
Yeah.
But he did get it done, and we're going to give him a little... That's how you get. Build and Fly and Odd Rock was his next one.
Did not do that.
Did not.
Nope. Have a redeeming and successful Mozzie flight.
I don't think he did.
All he had to do was fly the rocket that is already ready to fly. Okay. Add colloidal silica to your West Systems epoxy was one that you suggested for him, Taylor.
He did do that.
All
That's
right. And his last one was drink a 2-liter of Diet DDP in 30 seconds.
Ooh.
What?
We should have we need that on hand.
And I think that puts Matt at the lowest. That is 1 for 5.
All right.
A stone cold 20%. That is tough. That's
We
so funny.
suck.
All right. Well, the resolutions didn't go that great, and let's tap into the Patreon stuff and see what everybody else says. He says, John Rogers says, my resolution was to build more rockets, but I've been procrastinating too much. It feels way inappropriate to boo the people that
The
are paying to
audience?
support us, but I'm sorry. This is just how it's gotta be. Rocket Flyer 1299 says, unfortunately, I failed my resolution to build my Saturn V, but I did start working on it. The specificity, I'm telling you, you gotta be vague. Gotta be vague. Keep this in mind while you're adding your resolutions for this year, which, by the way, by the time you're hearing this, the resolutions post for Patreon is going to be up on both Patreons as well as the Rocket Vlogs Discord. So be careful when you're suggesting your 2026 resolutions. Keep it vague. Kevin Osler says Had a triple bypass in March. Thought I was done for. Missed every launch due to health. Passed all my physical tests in July. Completed the build in August. Got TAP approval. All launches near me got canceled due to dry weather. Finally, in October, I opened a window up and we did it. There's a video of my road from level 1 to level 3. You can tell by the picture of my youngest daughter how long it took. Thank you, Braden, by the way. You will see the kid with the Yagi tracker and headphones. Grandson. Oh, his grandson's name is Braden, spelled with a Y. He sent me a YouTube video of his flight, but dude, okay, hold on. First of all, let me get the appropriate soundbite here. This man had open heart surgery and he completed his resolution. We are out of excuses officially.
Yeah, we're cooked. It's over.
Liam had some, I remember, quite lofty resolutions. So, number 1 was fly Project Vulcan, which was his 2-stage N5800 to M2020. He says fly some high power rockets, which was a success.
Nice.
All right. Collectively fly P Impulse. He did J. Close, just like Postart with the YouTube videos.
We're both right there.
Okay, let's see. Rocket resolution. Peter Waith was to fly an M1297. Then I wanted to fly to LDRS and Potter, but I didn't get to do so. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. My resolution was to get my level 3 this year, and I did, says Ernesto. All right.
Nice.
Moving in to the other Patreon. Let's see what we got here. Chris Phillips says, told myself I'd build half the rockets sitting around, and I got through a third of them.
No.
Sorry to have to do this to you, but I'm telling you, you gotta keep it vague. We're all learning this lesson together. And Colin Brum says, oh, he didn't put anything in there. So let's see what we got for Discord. I had set out in early 2025 to build a minimum diameter carbon fiber rocket to fly on my own EX propellant 75-7600 case. Goal was 30,000 feet. I failed miserably, only getting 18.9K, says Path Touch.
Tough.
But he did learn a lot about carbon fiber composites, earned 2 separate triple EX records, YouTube channel hit over 1,000 subscribers, became the largest private importer of phenolic liners for EX, arranging over $30,000 worth of product to get all sorts of Tripoli folks. Whoa.
What?
Met tons of cool people, had Andrew Riley and Thomas Buska over to test fire motors at my house, and somehow got involved in ordering 8 barrels of AP. All right. So I like that. We're like, no, I didn't meet the resolution, but here's all the cool S that happened anyway. That's good. Let's see. Rafe 0921 says fulfilled his resolution to fly higher and to fly a camera. Paul Welsh's resolution was to get his level 1, and he did. All right. Bad Idea says resolution decided to track a lot of my rocket inventory and try to burn down my stockpiles of unburned motors, unused body and coupler tubing rocket kits, either unbuilt or unpillaged for scratch builds. Failed on every count with the exception of thinning the herd of Egg Timer says bought 21 kits but soldered nearly 30. No wonder you didn't have time to do anything else. My God.
Good Lord.
Grayson Spittle says his resolution was to get back into flying. He says nearly these should make it to the launch come March. That's in 2026. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And that is all we got for now. So now, gentlemen, tell me, what was your favorite moment of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast of 2025? Taylor, I think you could go first still.
Oh, sorry. I think the 100th episode special where we did all the fun games and stuff. It was a pretty good time.
Oh, that's the less exciting one. Sorry, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Specifically
The part where you got an N5600.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yes, that was good. I was thinking of the Jeopardy.
Oh,
though.
yeah. Dude, Sam's watching this. She's like, yeah, so easy to forget. That's awesome.
No, she said, they pressured me. I wanted to wait till Christmas. That's what she says.
We did.
Yeah.
And I guess she should have since you didn't fly it.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Wow, he still wouldn't have it. We could have just been making fun of him for not buying an N56.
I know. You could have kept that running so long.
Bonus 6 months of that.
Yeah.
Well, I also put that, spoiler alert, the 100th episode extravaganza. How could you not? We hit 100 episodes. That's
I put
crazy.
hosting Rocketry Jeopardy.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. We need more games like that. I mean, we need to just do another Rocketry Jeopardy. I still want to do one where Taylor and I try and identify motors by the sound.
What's the one where you try and figure out what the blank word is?
Wheel of Fortune?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah. We could do that.
Oh, that would be really fun.
That would work.
We'll use Iconic. Iconic. I just moved to the East Coast.
This phrase is from one of our favorite YouTube clips. Don't twist it.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the main nut coming out.
Oh,
with Tim. Or we could use I love me some launch lung. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah. Wheel of Fortune. That would be sick. All right, let's see what other people say. My favorite podcast was the episode where you did an imaginary $30,000 to spend on building a space shot. Also, I want 10 times more sound bites. Thank you for the podcast episode, says John Rogers. Is his name on Patreon, but at the end he signed it off Matthew. So I don't really know what we're doing here. But here, hold on. All right.
Wow.
I agree, though. We need more sound bites in general. Favorite podcast moment, Rocket Flyer 1299 says, was during the Jeopardy episode when y'all were trying to name the engine by the thrust curve. Yep. That was fun. Liam says his favorite podcast moment of 2025 has to be Shane introducing everyone for Rocket Jeopardy. Yeah, that was good. Peter Way says, I love everything about the AGG podcast, but I have to say my favorite goes to Matt's level 3. I'm sure Matt would appreciate that greatly if he was here. If he were here,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ernesto says, best AGG moment was listening to Shane be the MC for Rocket Jeopardy. Dang, dude. Heavy hitters. Chris Phillips says, hard to pick one. Y'all do a great job. Keep it up. Thanks, dog. Favorite AGG episode was the one about Mojave Sphinx. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Very recent one. A late entry, but a banger nonetheless. And let's see what we got on the Discord. Favorite episode, Paul Welch says, hearing you guys banter about projects and dreams has been a real boost for my year. Every episode then. That's what it's all about. Dang it, I've missed a couple of these. All right, hold on. We're gonna go back. We'll go back to it. Hold on. Some of these aren't here. Favorite podcast was Thomas Buska presenting to audio viewers and video listeners.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Classic.
And Grayson Spittle says his favorite episode was Julian in the N5800. Also a banger. Let me go back on some of these real quick because I didn't scroll up high enough. Jim says the best launch there was hands down Mini Midwest. Gary 7. It's spelled out, so I thought it says Ven. Gary 7 says, I'm with Jim. I saw all the cool rockets at Mini Midwest. That was also a launch I got my level 1. My sample size, however, is small. Connor Coon says, Balls was my favorite. So many cool projects, and my level 3 flight was a success. Didn't have any rocketry resolutions this year because I just got back into it in April after 17 years out of the hobby.
Whoa.
Good God, dude. Can we just appreciate that he started flying again in April and he did his level 1 and level 2 with 38 millimeter minimum diameter rockets and then did a Loki M1378 submin for his level 3, and it all just worked.
Super gnarly.
I didn't realize he was in the hobby previously.
Yeah, he a long time ago. Oh yeah, he says after 17 years out of the hobby. Brian Kelsey says Argonia Cup was my favorite launch. Great weather, and I got my level 2. Airfest was fun too, seeing all the launches as the clouds broke open. Favorite flight was Dan Michael with the big arrow. Rocket resolution was to get level 2 in first electronic deploy. I did it. All right. Favorite podcast was with the New Zealanders about the 400K flight. Man, we had a lot of guests this year. We gotta keep that rolling. I like doing that when we don't have to talk as much and we just get to listen instead. Yeah, it's way easier. Oh man. Well, I don't really know what to do with the rest of this episode, if I'm going to keep it honest with you, because it's the end. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to the Anti-Gravity Group podcast again for an entire year. It's crazy to think, like, how many episodes. I mean, it seems really obvious, right? Because it's a weekly podcast, but like seeing the jump in episodes, I was trying to trip you guys up with the Wildman one because when I saw it was 19, I was like, you could have told me that was like the 48th. And I would.
The only reason is because you recently brought this up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we did this a few weeks ago or something, and we guessed way higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now I know what we're going to do to fill a little bit of time here. Okay? I'm going to pick an episode title, and you guys have to guess what episode number it is.
I probably won't even remember. I will say, looking through going through the episode to get the resolutions, because I try to never, ever listen to the stuff we record, but not too bad. I was like, I could see why people like this.
Yeah.
Now, not every episode, but I think it's we're having fun. It's easier to listen to.
All right. In that case, I have to ask, Taylor, what episode did we talk about thermite and cluster ignition?
Oh, worst episode ever.
Honestly, unbelievably bad. But I will say that when I go for my morning walks lately, I've been hitting between 3 and 4 miles. Every once in a while, one of our podcasts will pop on and I'll just find myself listening to it for like a half an hour. I'm like, all right, this is fairly entertaining, I have to say. It's fun because I don't remember any of it.
Braden's like, I do like listening to myself.
Yeah, that's the thing I like. It's mostly me. So when it's just me talking, it's really good. When you guys come in, it's sort of annoying, but I power through it. All right. Cluster ignition and what we use to make it happen, Taylor.
Ooh. Yikes. I'm going to say 25.
47.
Okay.
All right. Kip Dow-Gertis talks near space flight and high performance rockets.
63.
Okay. Taylor?
78.
37.
Oh.
Okay. Joe Barnard from BPS Space joins us for a design competition.
that was a
early.
good one.
His reaction to mine goes down.
Yeah.
It's one of the best moments of this podcast.
I'll go 24.
All right.
I'm going to say 32.
17.
Whoa.
Okay. How about, will we make our own rocket motors?
I have no idea.
I don't know which one that was.
22.
Shane?
I don't remember that episode.
Wait, Shane may not have been there.
I think you probably were. Because he's only missed like 2. The thermite one was one of them. That's why I didn't ask him.
I don't remember that episode. 34?
Episode number 9.
Oh.
Ooh.
Deep cuts.
Don't want to listen to
that. We have failed is all the title of this one is. The funny part is I know what it is.
I don't know what
I think I do too, but I don't know which number that is. I think
maybe I don't know what it is because there's another one. Wait, what's happening? This is on here twice?
Is there 2 different podcasts with the same name?
I'm going to go 66.
64. Good guess. It's for sure our resolutions from last year.
Yeah, it is. I remember seeing the title when I watched the video.
That's weird that it's on there twice. So sorry about that. Our budget level 3 certification choices.
80.
Postart?
91.
That was episode number 2 of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast.
Didn't we do another one of those?
Yeah, I thought we've done that like 10 times.
No, we've done level 3 under a certain amount of money. Level 3, all 3 certs to the same rocket, which is why I figured that one would trip you guys up because that one was more recent, but probably not as recent as you're thinking. Dude, we should, like, as a fun episode idea, re-listen to some of the old ones and judge ourselves for what we said.
No.
Come on. What were our budget L3 suggestions the second time we ever made a podcast in October 23, dude? That could be gold.
Was Taylor talking into the top of the mic still? Or was that only
that was like the first 3 episodes at least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Iconic. With the headphones on. Oh my god, that was gold, dude.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Wow, where is it? All 3 certs, 1 rocket. Speaking of which, $350 challenge. Oh my god, that one has 253 downloads. We should do more of those.
Whoa.
Give it a guess, dude.
Man, I just have no idea.
79.
98. Oh. That was a lot more recent than I thought. All right, final one. Ask an Estes employee. Adam Knippa of Estes Industries joins us.
Ooh. Has he been on more than once?
He has.
Oh. Right.
Shane's
42
wrecked now. Postart?
No, not that. It's 65.
56.
Oh, backwards.
Pretty well balanced between you guys' guesses. Okay, one more fun thing here. Then we'll get the S out of here. Top episodes. I want you guys to try and guess the top 5 most downloaded outside of YouTube. Because I think our number 1 episode overall in total is still with Adam. Oh, actually, I think the New Zealand one is the most watched and listened to overall now. I'll have to double check that. It's either that or the Liquid one that we just did. with Austin.
Wait, so didn't you just give away like 3 of them?
No, none of those are in the top 5 on download platforms.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Dude, these are tough ones.
I don't know.
Okay, how about I give them to you and you guys pick what you think the right order is?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. One of them is titled Best Diameter Rocket, the Perfect Launch Site, K-Motors Rule. Another one
I
is
would listen
crazy.
to that. Those are
Yeah, that sounds good.
that sounds like just I decided what we should talk about.
Episode 102. It's a good one. Maybe I'll rerun some of these while we're gone since we're not going to be recording any. Budget Extreme Rocketry with Thomas Buska. Crazy High Performance Rockets from History. Let's talk about Odd Rocks, which is interesting to be in the top 5, and how BPS-based Joe Barnard got into rocketry. Rank those.
I think the cool flights over history is number 1.
I'm thinking that's number 5.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, well, let's do this. What are you guys' number 1s? Shane's is Cool Rocks from History.
Yeah.
Taylor, what do you think is in first?
I think Joe Barnyard is number 1.
Okay. What is number 2 for both of you?
Joe.
I don't remember the other ones. Hold on. Can you give me a refresher?
Budget Extreme Performance Rocketry with Thomas Buska, Crazy High Performance Rockets from History, Best Diameter Rocket, the Perfect Launch Site, and K-Motors Rule, and Let's Talk Odd Rocks.
Odd Rocks number 4.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the K-Motors number 2 just because that's what I want to listen to, and then the Buska number 3.
Okay, Postart, what are your 2nd through 5th?
2nd, I've got Joe. 3rd, give me Odd Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
4th, I'll take the Boosk.
Okay.
And then 5th, I'll take the K-Motors and all that jazz.
Number 1, how BPS Space Joe Barnard got into rocketry. Congrats, Taylor.
Thank you.
Number 2, Budget Extreme Performance Rocketry with Thomas Buska. Number 3, Crazy High Performance Rockets from History. Number 4, Best Diameter Rocket, the Perfect Launch Site, K-Motors Rule. And finally, Let's Talk Odd Rocks. Number 5. Over 300 downloads on the top 3. That's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
So shout out to everybody just listening. You guys rule. And that brings the year to an end, folks. If you can believe it, 2025 has come and gone. Thank you very much for all of us here at the Rocketry. I was about to say the Rocketry Forum. What am I talking about?
Whoa.
I just read the bookmark at the top of the page here, and I was like, "Yep, thanks. Thank you, everybody from Adobe Acrobat, and we appreciate you here at HTML Fin Center of Gravity Calculator and Stratologger CF. Thank you. We appreciate you guys being around. It's been a lot of fun. So let us know. Contact at aggpodcast.com. Some more games, some more fun stuff, some more things you want to hear. I know, Taylor, we were talking about doing a little more like structure for each of us to bring. We should plan that out. That out. I think we kind of
some follow through. Maybe that should be a resolution.
Oh, I think we already have the first 2 episodes back planned.
Whoa.
Because one's obviously going to be our resolutions, and then I think it'd be fun to do the episode on growing the hobby, because that could be a fun one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you're listening to this the day it comes out, this is the last episode of the year, and we are taking a little bit of a break. We will be back to recording on January 6th. So that means this is going to be the last episode that comes out until January 12th, and then we will be back on our weekly schedule. But yeah, so I think I said last year that I was going to rerun some episodes. We'll see how that works. Postart and I are driving up to Idaho for the holidays, so a lot of things to do and not a lot of time. So one last time, folks, for 2025. My name is Braden Carlson. You can find me right here on YouTube at Rocket Vlogs. You can follow me on Instagram at Rocket Vlogs Official or Big B1011. You can follow me on Facebook at Rocket Vlogs Official or Braden Carlson, which now I have like 62,000 followers on the personal one now, and like 225,000 on the Rocket Vlogs Facebook. And then Rocket Vlogs Instagram has like 62,000 now. Oh yeah, I should have put the highlights for the year would be Cletus McFarland and Jay's RC Garage and John Mayer following the Rocket Vlogs Instagram account. Still don't have any rhyme or reason for that. But do you want to support the show? This is a 100% independently funded show. And patreon.com/AGGpod. Or if you want to see my behind the scenes stuff, go to patreon.com/RocketVlogs.
My name is Taylor. And I'm about to sneeze, and you can find me on YouTube at the Rocket Channel.
My name is Shane. You can find me on YouTube at Postart Propulsions, online at hprtools.com, and on Instagram at Shane Harris Photo.
And Matt bailed on us 3 minutes into the episode, as you all heard. So I don't really know what to say for him, but I guess that means he wasn't in the last episode either, because of the way we're recording this. So I'm sure Matt is grateful for you all being here, as we are. Maybe not. Maybe he's ungrateful. Maybe he's...
Yeah,
that's why he left.
F you guys. I don't care at all.
But for the final time in 2025, we are the Anti-Gravity Group. This is the Anti-Gravity Group podcast, and we will see you all next time.
Just hear from Nigel the Rocket Cat. Load up the professional masterpiece, you can bet on that. A launch and a chat with them is guaranteed to be a blast. It's the Anti-Gravity Group podcast. Ooh.